Welcome to another episode of Deep Dive into Real Estate by Team Luddy Dillon. This is the place where we simplify real estate for you, one topic at a time. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, buying or selling a home, it can feel like you're lost in a pile of paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But today we're tackling something super important. Title searches and title insurance.
Key stuff.
Absolutely. Because understanding these things can seriously save you some major headaches.
Yeah, big time.
And guess what? We're lucky enough to have a real estate expert with us today.
I wouldn't say expert.
But they're here to make even the trickiest legal stuff easy to get.
I'll try my best.
I know you will. So imagine you buy your dream house.
Yeah.
Then someone pops up saying they own a chunk of your backyard. Yikes.
That's a nightmare no one wants to deal with.
That's exactly where title searches come in. They're like a detective investigating your property's history.
Makes sense.
Right. No hidden skeletons in the closet, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of us who haven't spent hours reading property records, what exactly is a title search?
So basically, a title search is like a deep dive into all the public records.
Okay.
Making sure the person selling actually has the right to sell it. And that there aren't any hidden claims or debts attached to the property.
So like a background check, but for the house.
Exactly.
Cool.
And it's way more thorough than you'd think. You can uncover all sorts of things like unpaid taxes, construction lines, easements that let someone else use part of the property.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We had one case, the title search revealed a neighbor could drive across the property to reach their driveway. Been that way forever.
Wow. So you're saying a title search can find things you wouldn't even know just from looking?
Absolutely. That's why you need a pro, like a title company or real estate attorney.
Okay.
They handle these searches all the time. They know exactly what to look for, sift through all the documents and records, deeds, all that.
I bet it gets pretty complicated.
Yeah, those documents can be a real headache.
So I think a lot of people assume title searches are only if you're getting a mortgage.
Right.
But that's not totally true, is it?
You're right. Lenders definitely need them to protect their investment. But honestly, it's a smart move for any buyer, even if you're paying cash.
Really?
Because it protects you from inheriting problems.
Yeah.
Imagine buying a house and then you're stuck with the previous owner's unpaid debt.
Oh, no thanks.
Not a fun housewarming gift.
Definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
So a title search, it's like a safety net.
Exactly.
Making sure you know what you're getting into before you sign anything.
Makes sense.
But there's another layer of protection we need to talk about. Title insurance.
Ah, yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Well, think of it like your backup plan
Okay.
in case the title search misses something. Because even with the best experts, sometimes a hidden issue pops up later. Title insurance protects you financially if that happens.
So it's like insurance for your house's history.
Exactly.
I like that.
I like that analogy.
Now, are there different types of title insurance?
Yeah, two main types. Lender's title insurance and owner's title insurance. Lenders usually require the first one that protects their investment. But owner's title insurance, that's optional but highly recommended.
Gotcha. So we've got these two types. Both sound pretty important, but, nothing's perfect.
Right.
Are there any limitations to title searches and insurance?
That's a great question. And you're right, no system is foolproof. Even the most thorough search can miss things.
Really?
Mistakes happen, records can be incomplete, and sometimes you've got fraud or forgery. Hard to detect.
Wow.
That's when title insurance really steps up to the plate, protects you from those unexpected things.
So it's like any insurance. Hope you don't need it, but glad you have it if things go wrong.
Exactly. And remember, getting a title search and title insurance usually isn't that hard.
That's good to hear.
Especially if you're working with a real estate professional who knows the ropes.
Well, speaking of pros, did you know we're part of Laddie Dillon's amazing team here in the Peel region? Laddie's been a real estate rock star since 2007.
That's right. We love sharing this kind of information.
Me too.
To help you make those smart decisions, whether you're buying your first home, selling, even investing.
For sure. We want you to feel confident and empowered the whole way.
Exactly.
Now, before we get too deep into the weeds,
Right.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll unpack those benefits of title searches and insurance.
Sounds good.
Plus, some key takeaways to remember for your next real estate adventure.
Yeah. Awesome.
Stay tuned.
All right, so we're back, and let's talk about some benefits of title searches and title insurance. You might be thinking, why should I care about this legal stuff?
Right.
Well, first off, a thorough title search gives you peace of mind before you buy a property. It's like knowing you've got a solid foundation. to build on.
Okay, yeah, like when you find out the house has a new roof, updated electrical, no hidden termite damage, that's a relief.
Exactly. Plus, a clean title search, it makes the whole buying process smoother. Lenders are more likely to approve your mortgage if they see everything's clear.
Makes sense. Less risk for them.
Exactly. No complications.
So, clean title search, green light for your mortgage.
Pretty much. Now, what about title insurance? What are the perks there?
Yeah, good question.
Title insurance is all about protecting you from the unexpected. Those problems that might not show up in the title search, like fraud, forgery, boundary disputes, even a simple error in the records.
Oh, wow.
Rare, but if they happen, they get expensive fast.
So let's say I'm buying, everything looks good in the title search, but then someone says they have a right to part of my land. Title insurance would protect me there.
Exactly. It would cover legal costs to defend your ownership and maybe even compensate you for any financial losses, like having a legal superhero on call.
Okay, that makes me feel better. But even with these safeguards, are there still limits to what title searches and insurance can do?
You're right, no system's perfect. While these tools are super valuable, it's important to be realistic. They can't guarantee protection against every single problem.
Sure.
Human error happens. Some issues might be buried so deep they're impossible to find.
So it's kind of like wearing a seatbelt, right?
Yeah.
It reduces your risk, but can't prevent every little bump.
Exactly. And that's where having a seasoned real estate professional comes in. They know how to navigate this stuff, spot red flags, and fight for your best interests.
And speaking of seasoned pros, we have to mention Laddie Dillon. He's been a trusted name in real estate in the Peel region since 2007.
Absolutely. He and his team have helped so many people in Brampton, Caledon, and Mississauga.
They really know their stuff.
They're passionate about educating buyers and sellers, making sure you understand every step. Knowledge is power, especially with something as big as buying or selling a home.
Totally agree. That's what we're all about at Laddie Dillon's team. Transparency, knowledge, and making sure you feel confident.
For sure. Buying or selling a home shouldn't feel like a stressful mystery.
Definitely not. It should be exciting, not anxiety-inducing.
Right. And having the right information and the right people on your side makes a huge difference.
Okay, we've talked about the benefits of title searches and insurance, but what about the process itself? Getting those searches done, the insurance, can seem a bit intimidating.
It can seem like a maze, especially if you're new to real estate. But good news is, it's usually pretty straightforward, especially with a real estate professional who knows what they're doing.
So I don't have to become a legal expert to handle all this.
Nope. Your real estate agent will usually take care of getting the title search done.
That's good to know.
And for title insurance, there are companies that specialize in it.
Okay.
Your agent can help you find a reputable one and explain the different coverage options.
It's like having a guide through all those confusing documents.
Exactly.
That's why having someone like Laddie and his team is so valuable. They handle the details so you can focus on the fun parts of buying or selling.
Absolutely. They'll make sure everything's done right and smoothly.
Smooth transactions make everyone happy.
For sure.
So, to recap for our listeners, title searches and title insurance are essential for protecting yourself when buying or selling a property.
Couldn't agree more.
The title search digs into the property's history to find any hidden problems.
Like a detective.
Exactly. And title insurance, that's your financial protection if something unexpected comes up later.
They work together like a dynamic duo.
I like that. Batman and Robin of real estate, keeping your ownership safe.
Aha, exactly.
And before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with this. Even with title searches and insurance, it's important to be an informed buyer or seller.
That's right.
Don't be afraid to ask questions, read those documents carefully, and do your own research.
It's your investment.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better decisions you'll make.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And speaking of making smart decisions, if you're in the Peel region and need an expert guide for real estate, look no further than Laddie Dillon and his team.
They're the best.
They've been helping people in Brampton, Caledon, and Mississauga buy, sell, and invest since 2007. They're all about educating their clients and making sure you feel confident every step of the way.
They really are fantastic.
So before you sign anything or make any big decisions, give Laddie a call at 905-598-0725.
He and his team are ready to answer your questions, give expert advice, and help you make those smart moves.
There you have it, folks. We covered a lot today, but hopefully you're feeling more confident about those title searches and title insurance.
It's important stuff.
It really is. Remember, knowledge is power in real estate. And if you're ever lost or confused, reach out to a trusted professional like Laddie Dillon. They'll help make your real estate dreams come true.
They will.
Happy house hunting, everyone.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will be back with something new and something interesting.